Good evening, ladies as well as gentlemen. Papa Boris here, playing some more Pathfinder adventures. In this video, I'm going to begin the Rise of the Goblins expansion, DLC, whatever you want to call it. I don't know anything whatsoever about it, other than that it includes 2 new Goblin characters and Goblinified versions of the original characters, which are basically the same thing, but have like one of a few different extra power feats. I don't really know anything at all about this, so let's go ahead and dive into it. Let's find out what to expect. Looks like I have to make a new party. Alrighty. Well, I think I'm probably going to do this 6-player, because that makes the most sense. It does say recommended party size 3 or 4, but who cares? So we're definitely going to make the new Goblin characters. Let's go ahead and get Poog in here. So Poog is not the strongest fighter or cleric. It is sort of like a Kira-esque character. D8 plus 1 is pretty weak on melee, and D10 plus 2 is alright on wisdom, so I guess you probably want to do divine combat with this character, although, as I've mentioned before, the original adventure card game in Rise of the Rune Lords does not really support divine combat very well. There's just not that many good divine combat spells, but the treasure chests do fix that a bit. As far as powers go, he's got a hand size of 5. He does have weapon proficiency. He's got shot in the arm, which is very nice, because what it basically means is that other people can play blessings on Poog's checks at no cost, because they will heal back a card after playing a blessing. And if it's a rechargeable blessing from a power feat, then it's actually actively healing the other people. If you improve this, then it does turn into active healing for everybody. So this is probably one of the first power feats I'm going to take. I don't know how many power feats I'm going to get. It's only 5 scenarios, but that's one that I'm highly interested in. Bloody Ritual just means that if you have the animal or fire trait on the check, you get an extra d6 or a d6 plus 1. Definitely will not be taking that power feat. It's very weak. And then over here, when you use an animal card, you banish it and then draw a card from your deck. That seems really bizarre. And when you prove it, you still have to banish the animal card that you played, then you heal a card and draw a card. So it seems kind of bizarre. I don't know why you'd ever do that. I mean, I guess you can keep taking animal cards back in from the box, unless you've picked up any allies. This just seems like a really weird power. I'm not exactly sure if I'm missing something. Maybe I am. So probably the power feat will be this one. Sorry, not that one. This one, which makes it so that whenever anyone plays a blessing on the check, they heal 2 cards. After doing so. So pretty nifty character. Let's go ahead and definitely create him. And I'll go ahead and just name him Poog. Then we're going to add the other goblin that was added in, which is Ranzak. So Ranzak's really interesting. Ranzak has no combat abilities whatsoever. No ranged, no melee, no arcane, no divine. In fact, Ranzak's abilities are all really terrible. He's got 3 d4s and a stupid d12 in Constitution that doesn't do anything. But Ranzak is a very fun character, so he starts with a huge hand size of 7. He is proficient with weapons, so you can use bows with him and kind of be okay. It's just a flat d10, but that's alright. Lems may do with worse. However, the main star of the show here with Ranzak is that as long as Ranzak is paired up with someone, he can evade any bane, whether it's a monster or a barrier, and a random other person at the location encounters it instead. So if someone's good at encountering monsters, you can go with them and Ranzak to a monster-heavy location and just have the other person take on all the fights, which is kind of interesting. Now what Ranzak likes doing is acquiring boons. So he gets a bonus d4 to any check to acquire a boon, and he can improve it to a d4 plus 1, which is pretty significant. Against boons, an extra plus 1 does make a difference. He also has Ransack, which sounds kind of like Ranzak, and if he ever does pick up a boon on his turn, he has a 50-50 chance of getting a free extra explore, which you can improve to a 2/3 chance of an extra explore. So again, a pretty nifty character. So the question is, who do I want to pair with these goblins? Let's go ahead and add someone who's just generally always good, which is Sela. She gets extra explorations and is pretty good at dealing with just about anything. I mean, barriers, I guess, because their dexterity can sometimes pose a problem, but she can flip cards to add an extra d6, and that can be a good thing for Ranzak in this party. So let's go ahead and add her. And I'm also going to add Amiri, because I am going to play on Legendary, so I think adding the Barbarian with her movement ability makes some sense. Well, hold on a minute. I mean, the kind of annoying thing about Amiri is that it's another melee person. It's fine. We'll do it. We'll add Amiri in. And I'm also going to add in someone that I didn't use in my last run, just so that, you know, we can mix things up a little bit here, not just see the same characters over and over. So let's go ahead and add in Sejan the Monk, not for any particular reason, but just for fun. This is probably not the smartest choice because Sejan does start out pretty weak and only gets better as time goes on, but you know, just so that I'm not playing totally optimally all the time and just using the same characters over and over, let's go ahead and add Sejan. I don't know why it's Sejan 1. I already have someone named Sejan. Alright, well, I guess you'll be Pat Sejan. And then the last character, you know, I'd like someone who's kind of good out of the gate. Because I have Sejan, who's not so good up front. So, good out of the gate. The Rogue is interesting. Although the Rogue has some problems when you add the legendary movement, because it makes it harder for her to get to new locations and not be with anybody. You know, why don't we just keep it simple here and add our sorceress friend. Goblinified. Alright, now a very important thing here, of course, is to mess around with everybody's dice. So let's put some cool dice on people. Ooh, Goblin stones. That's nifty. Definitely gonna do that. Let's get some Fiery Core for actually, Fiery Core makes a lot more sense for the sorceress. Let's go ahead and do that. Yeah, and then Pat Sejan. I do love this Guardian Blue a lot, and this Typhoon. They're both so cool. Let's go for the Typhoon there. Mary can use Nathan's Tribute. Sela can grab one of these edges. Edge of Sunrise seems good. Everybody got a fancy die? No, Ranzak. Why don't you take some Vortex? There we go. Okay, cool. So, oh, it's interesting. We can actually change their equipment. So Goblin... No, we can't. Okay. I guess there's no options. I do want to change people's cards. Can I do that? I hope so, because I don't want to go in with the starting cards. That always ends up being crappy. So like short sword is... Oh, wait a minute. Hold up. I don't actually get to choose. Okay, never mind. It's Oh no, yeah, there it goes. Whew, I was afraid they weren't letting me choose. Can't add cards to this tab. Okay. So can I like equip a... Can I equip a longsword? I can. And then oh, what's so weird? I have to switch back to the stash. It's kind of a weird thing. Yeah, we got some crap going on here. Mending? Yeah, more like men don't take that card, am I right? I need another combat, because Poog is definitely an arcane caster person. Or not an arcane, a divine caster person. So, Cure is fine. Wait, where's the other Inflict? Oh, there they are. I guess there's the Inflict. Leather armor, I guess is fine. Items, these are terrible. Oh my god. Okay, let's go to the collection. Let's get you some Thieves' Tools. Got 3 of them in here. I'll save some Thieves' Tools for someone else. Man, I haven't made a new deck in such a long time. I like don't even remember what I'm supposed to be taking here. Caltrops, seems good. And then Crows, I mean, whatever. I guess he'll end up banishing these and taking some new ones. It's fine. Then we got Ranzak, so he definitely wants all the light crossbows. Because he just does best with range stuff. And this is a really stupid card to give him, because he already can evade monsters naturally, so taking an evasion card seems kind of pointless. He will banish whatever he casts. So I guess we're just going to give him a Cure, because it's a good card to have. Leather's fine. Thieves' Tools, okay, so again, Caltrops seems stupid because he can already evade. Let's get you some glibness maybe for picking up allies. And maybe just a crowbar for just in general getting past stuff. Lots of crows for some reason. Alright, fine. Alright, I'm not gonna optimize this too much. I'm just gonna do some basics here, so obviously this armor is pointless. And Cure is fine. Short Sword is stupid. Mace is okay in case we run into undead, but I'll take another Longsword. Okay. Amiri. Oh my god, Amiri. What is this garbaggio? Let's grab a long spear. Uh-oh, we're kind of out of long swords there, aren't we? Yep, okay, what's a dull longsword? Well, it's fine. It only changes if it's discarded. It's otherwise just the same. Oh, and we have plenty of maces. What am I doing? Yeah. No point taking a dull longsword when I can take a mace. Armor, frickin' shields. Oh, freaking shields. And then here, I don't think Potion of Hiding is remotely good enough. We'll take the Matic, I suppose, and some Thieves' Tools. All right, we got Sagen, I think. So you definitely want the Amulet of Fists. That seems legitimate. Glibnus seems a bit weak. I'll take, yeah, Thieves' Tools. We still have some Thieves' Tools hanging around here. There we go, that's fine. And you, oh god, what is up with these cards? All right, Amulet of Life, I guess, for Seoni is fine because she has no armor. Glibnus seems a bit dumb because she does have charisma, but whatever. These other potions are just nowhere near good enough. We'll do Caltrops. Make sure everybody can give extra explores, which these cannot. So let's add Sage and a Troubadour. God, why would you ever take a Guide? I know I said I wasn't gonna optimize too much, but Guide is just so stupid for someone who doesn't even have that skill. Okay, we're gonna get rid of invisibility and just load up on these combat spells. And if I were really optimizing, I would take Pallegina as an ally. I believe that's one of the basic ones. But we'll just get into the game here. Okay. All right, there we go. How long did that take? 11 minutes to make the party and start. All right, that's fine. So again, I don't know anything at all about this. I've never played it before. So your guess is as good as mine. Let's see what's happening here. Dare or Dare? Oh, I can't even play it on the harder difficulty, right? Because I haven't unlocked it yet. Oh, shoot, maybe I did this backwards. Maybe I should have played with another party and then saved like Sela and Amiri and stuff for Legendary. Or maybe I'm only going to play this on normal. We'll see. The location deck includes 2 additional barriers and 2 henchmen per character. Defeating henchmen doesn't allow you to close the location unless the deck is empty. Close the location. That's okay. I'm not gonna say anything. Let's just reserve judgment here until we start playing this. I will read all the text because I haven't played this before. Okay. Love the Goblin poetry. Okay. So yeah, it seems like you're going to be doing a lot of henchman fighting and shuffling. Because obviously at this point we don't have augury or anything like that. Let's put Sela first. It's kind of hard to tell who these different goblins are. I think Sagen might want to go last. Amiri. Whatever. Just do it. Okay, and I definitely will check out the preview here to see who the villain is. So it's kind of like the last scenario of the Rise of the Rune Lords. Oh, there's no preview of who the villain is? Okay. Hey, at least this time it gave me the right number of henchmen. Okay. So let's scout. Blacksmith's Son. It's the new one that was added by Obsidian. I'm glad to be encountering it. And yeah, I think I can handle it. So I can do, oh, you may bury an ally to add 1d6 to your check to defeat a Bane. Okay, no need for that here. I can just recharge this to boost my Constitution check. And flip a card to get another boost. Is 87% good enough? Let me think about this. I think we should probably make sure to pass these. It seems like it's pretty important in this scenario. Ooh, get it right away, that's cool. Hide or get clubbed. If undefeated, you're dealt 1d4 combat damage. If defeated, you may explore. And it's dexterity stealth. Oh, brother. Okay, well, it's unfortunate. Maybe I should have taken some of those potions of hiding if I knew. Oh, you know what would have been good? Maybe Lem would have been good to have. It's not that good out of the box. I mean, maybe I'm just thinking that because everybody's in the same location. It would have been good to have him, you know, helping out with stuff. All right, well, we got to play a blessing to help make this happen. 65% still a little bit on the weak side, so let's play another blessing, and we'll just have to take our 9 out of 10 odds here. Get a ranceur. Oh, so the henchmen are defeated. I see. I see, they are defeated. Man, we have another dexterity disable thing. I lost my cure. Okay, 50%'s not really good enough here. Alright, let's have to take 82% odds on that one. Starting to spend a bit too many blessings. So this goes away, but I guess I have to... I'm gonna read the rules again. What the hell's going on? Defeating a henchman doesn't let you close the location unless it's empty. Close the location. I see, so we just need to get through all these cards, that's all. So we have 30 turns to get through all the cards. Seems legit. Okay, so Mary's up. Alright, I'm starting to notice a theme here. It seems like there's a lot of these stealth barriers and whatnot. Which I'm gonna have to just fail some of them sometimes, like that one. I'm just gonna have to fail it because it was just too many blessings being spent here to defeat these barriers. Alright, so that kind of sucked. And my turn's over. Alright, who is this? That's Poog, okay, got it. Alright, Poog also has a dexterity of 9. Luckily this is a barrier, so we can just use the Thieves' Tools and defeat it automatically. Which is nice. Got some holy water, which is not as useful. I could strategically discard some cards, but I'm not going to do that just yet. I've got an acolyte. What? This is so bizarre. I don't know why this is a monster all of a sudden. But yeah, I guess they made it into a monster. So before you play a tactic or a weapon, or you may not play. Okay, that's fine. So I guess, hello? What? Wait, why can't I do this? Oh my god, that's ridiculous. Did I miss a cue or something? Well, I have to make a Wisdom 8 check, which I can't because my Wisdom's a D4. So, I think I'm just gonna get wrecked by this acolyte here. I don't know why it didn't let me do Yellow-Bellied. Yeah, I'm not gonna bother trying to do this. I'm just gonna let it fail and just bury this armor to block the damage. Hopefully someone else will encounter it that's better at punching things in the face. Alright, what do we have? This is Sione, okay. Brain-sucking book. Before you act, it deals 1 mental damage. Oh, good god. This is so annoying. This is actually just tons of henchmen that are just like random weird things. And I currently have not been super successful at meeting the requirements needed to defeat these random things. Gotta discard another one, huh? Alright. Holy symbol is not super great for Sione, unfortunately. Alright, well, I don't know what the hell's gonna be happening here. There's just a regular old trapped locker. Okay. Let's see. This banishes even if I fail to defeat it. And I have no idea what to expect, so it may be worth it to hang on to my Thieves' Tools. The problem is that if I fail, I do lose potentially 3 cards from the top of my deck. But you know what? Screw it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to bury this guide and take like a coin flip basically against this. Okay, so I failed, but that's fine. I don't really care about drawing the armor. And losing cards from my deck is annoying. I did lose the maximum, but I kind of would rather do that than just like lose more blessings from everybody's hand because I've spent so many blessings on the random crap that I've been facing here. Alright, let's see what's coming up next. Another Blacksmith's Son, okay. Sure, I guess I'll do it again. So we can flip a card and someone's gonna give me a blessing and I'm gonna take some low odds at defeating it. 90% will have to just make do. Alright, got high rolls on my d8s. Perfect. Goblin Commando. Oh my god, I don't know what's going on. Oh right, because I guess we're from the perspective... Oh, that's right. Yeah, we're from the perspective of the goblins, so all the usual barrier things are like us. But this other stuff is just like normally what the good guys are. Okay. Alright, well, let's try to defeat this. I'm not going to work too hard. In fact, maybe I'm just going to bury this Goblin Commando to get an extra d6 and just take a 3/4 chance at it. Failed. Okay, so I take some damage. I block it with the armor. It's not the end of the world. In fact, I don't take any damage, and this gets shuffled back in. Alright, I'm going to... I could strategically discard some cards, but I'm just going to go with the flow for a little while here. Just gonna kind of see what happens. So yeah, there's like a human monk that I have to fight now. I have a 50-50 chance already. In fact, why don't we just use this potion? I don't know if I'm ever gonna get any other opportunities. I do wish that I had taken more of the various potions. Wait, this is actually... Oh, this is an ally. I see. 1d10 to your stealth. Yeah, whatever. I'm just going to explore again. Trapped passageway. Alright, that's definitely worth Thieves' Toolsing. Yeah, this is using a variety of checks. Some of those other potions, like, you know, wisdom and... Or, sorry, not wisdom, but, like, perception and fortitude and stuff would have been handy. Alright, finally, an acolyte. And, okay, so I'm not going to be able to use weapons against it, but that's fine. I'm going to rage against the machine here. And I'll just roll. Roll 87%. It's good enough. I have some leeway here with the timing. Okay, this is Poog? Yes, this is Poog. Alright. So now, other people should be able to play blessings, because when they play a blessing, they also heal a card. So I'm going to be very spendthrift in my blessing expenditure. Although this only applies to other characters, right? Not everybody. It's another character, so Poog himself doesn't really want to spend blessings. Alright, I guess you're going to bury this crow to help yourself out with a d6. That's a cool goblin die, and take a 90% odds. Getting it exactly. Alright. After you bury... Okay. Is it going to make me do it? It sounds like it's mandatory. Okay, cool. Unfortunately, everybody's all out of blessings now, so I'm not going to defeat this thing tragically, but it's fine. It just shuffles back into the deck, and then we're good to go. Wait. Seriously? Oh my god, this only works on one other character. Oh, that's terrible. Okay, so I didn't realize that, but it only works against one other character because I guess it's a power, so it only works once per check. Ah, so it's not everybody, it's just you. It's just one ally gets the healing. Okay, we got a fox. Guess we'll just discard that to go again. More of these explosive runes. Alright, well, good thing I had 2 Thieves' Tools. It's a shame that Sela flipped her cure into her discard, because now it's up to Poog to find his cure. Evaded Bane with the Goblin trait. Okay. That thing. I never did manage to pull it off successfully. Eat a bag of slugs real quick. Alright, if undefeated, bear the top card. If defeated, recharge a card. Alright, so we got Constitution, Fortitude, then Constitution, Fortitude. So she has to do one of them. Let's go ahead and bury the Troubadour to get an extra d6, and I'm just going to roll it here. If I fail, then I fail. But I don't have any blessings. Now, this definitely needs to go to someone else. Let's give it to Sela. She can flip a card and add a d6, and again, I'm just going to roll it. And if I fail, then I fail. Alright, nice little garbage spell here. I'll hang on to that Sage. Sage ends up. Interesting. Do I go for the check or save the Thieves' Tools? Alright, I'm gonna go for it. There's a lot of barriers in this weird... Oh god, in this weird scenario. So, now someone else has to do the collapse ceiling, unfortunately, and that someone is Sela. Sorry, Sela, that this fell upon you. Okay, so someone's got to play blessings now. This is just turning into an all-around bad time. Barely got it, okay. Got some armor that I don't really want. I'm going to recharge it then, I suppose. And I'm going to get rid of this dagger. Doesn't seem like there's any fighting going on here. It's just all barriers. Treasure map. That would be nice. But I can't spend any resources on it, so we'll just take our 2/3 odds and barely get it thanks to Amiri's excellent survival. Ooh, and got a nice magic weapon too, although it's not immediately useful in this scenario. Alright, so we have a slashing blade coming up next. Dexterity, disable. Oh, I have to discard a card. Well, let's get rid of some armor, I suppose. Actually, no. Let's get rid of the long spear. I don't need a long spear when I have a shock glaive. The armor could be handy. Alright, you aren't that good at dealing with slashing blades. Does this count as a henchman or a villain? It does. So you do get the Sage's Journal. Okay, so we'll do it. So Sage's Journal adds an extra d4. which is actually another item I maybe should have taken more of. Let's play a Blessing, which should heal Sela. Only 31%, huh? Well, since it only works on one person, the whole shot in the arm thing, I guess we'll play your own D4 here. And get it. Can I please do shot in the arm? Yeah, I can. Fantastic. You have oh, we just got Augury. Oh, fantastic. And you can even cast it. All right, let's do it. Let's name Barrier, since that's the most common thing. Oh, God, Skeleton Horde. That's terrible. All right, we're going to save that for the end. I don't want to deal with that until I absolutely have to. Bit of a graphical glitch here. Seems like Skeleton Horde's at the end of the deck now. Obviously, Augury maybe isn't as good in this particular scenario as it might normally be, because we just have to get through all the cards in the location. But still, it's nice to get that value of putting the really, really awful location, or the really awful card at the bottom. We have a locked passage. Well, you do have the disable skill, and you can discard it for 2 extra, or discard a crowbar for 2 extra dice. So it actually seems like it's pretty valuable. Oh, failed the coin flip to recharge the crowbar. Alright, so let's take a look at what the next card is. The next character is Sione. So, yeah. I should be able to see the next card. Alright, clearly there's some bug due to the fact that this deck is so big. Oh, God. Okay. Well, that's good. That was good. Okay. Ah, Staff of Minor Healing. That would actually be really nice to pick up. So I will recharge a Sage and take a coin flip at it. I rolled a 1 and a 2, so that was unfortunate. Some healing would have been good to have here. Oh god, what is this? Each character summons and encounters the henchman Longshank's adventures. So it's banished no matter what. Oh god, what is this? Oh my god, the difficulty is increased by 2, damage dealt is reduced by 2, okay. I mean, whatever. So you have armor, which means I don't actually care what happens on this check, because this barrier is getting banished no matter what. Alright, Amiri, you also have armor, so I also don't care what's happening to you. Finally, a combat check. I mean, I hate that everybody has to make it, but at least it's a combat check. So let's reveal that. Let's do a longsword. 60%. I don't really want to fail this, but I should get at least close enough that I don't have to discard too many of my cards. Good. We got Poog here. I'm going to go ahead and just do yellow-bellied here. Not the ideal outcome. I was kind of... Wait a minute, hold on. I have an inflict here. Let's use that. I should have actually done this the first time. Yeah, there we go. Lucky 69. Oh, failed the recharge. Man, I failed so many checks by 1. I wish I'd used one of those runes that gives a bonus +1. Oh, Jesus Christ. Well, good thing I have an... Oh, wait, its damage is reduced by 2. So that was good. And I even recharged my Amulet of Life. Okay, Sage hands up. Let's do the amulet. Let's punch with our fists. Oh my god, this is a problem. Well, I can't use the Caltrops. Or can I? Hold on. Can't I just use... I'm just going to use the Caltrops. This is the time to use the Caltrops, because he was getting wrecked by that thing. Alright, so we have 12 turns left and 13 cards to get through, and my characters are all starting to kind of die, so this is starting to get a little bit scary. Alright, there's a blessing. Unfortunately, it's going to the bottom. That's kind of sucky. Oh, that's a nice little item. Good old battered wooden shield. It's even worse than a regular shield. I'm not going to discard it, though, because I feel like we need to start conserving the cards. Some of the characters are getting legitimately close to dying. Oh, another skeleton horde? Alright, this is banished. This is banished afterwards, which means that I don't actually care if I defeat any of them or not. Alright. You guys have it pretty easy with your armors, so that's fine. Poog is kind of in tough shape here. Doesn't have an armor. 71%. Alright, we'll take it. Ransack, I think... Well, Ransack actually has a bajillion cards. Ransack, you can take a hit, buddy. And Mirror Image if you end up taking a bunch of damage. Okay, wow, I really hope this Mirror Image works. Okay, thank goodness. There's a 1 in 4 chance that it fails. But since it worked, I blocked all the damage, which is cute. Alright, we'll shoot a Force Missile here. That should be enough just to hit an 8. Yes. And then Pat Sajan. Alright, has a blessing this time, mercifully. I'll recharge that, whip out his amulet, and that is much better. Oh, it even matched the combat that he was doing on top. Very nice. Okay, so we're down to 11 cards and 9 turns, so I'm gonna have to take some extra explorations at some point. Ooh, that's a good pickup. I can't afford to spend any blessings on it, though. Luckily, I just rolled good. And at this point, am I gonna shuffle this deck? I don't think so, because I do like the Skeleton Horde being where I can see it, so I'm just gonna hang on to the Augury and call it a day. Oh god, it's this thing again. I mean, I don't have a choice, it's just happening. So everybody's fighting Longshanks, the henchman. I think Sajan might be about to get dicked. I don't know what just happened with that, but okay, so we're making a combat check here. Seela's fine. Goblin Seela seems to be getting some kind of bonus against the henchman. Miri's got armor, so she's fine. Poog. Oh, man. Alright, let's use the Caltrops. Because it doesn't actually matter. And then you, I'm hoping, will pass it off to someone who's actually good at it. Yeah. Hello? Okay, Sione got it. Alright, that's fine. She's pretty good at this. Although now she's out of combat cards. And has to make a thing. Well, she does have this holy symbol that doesn't do anything for her, so she'll just use that. And finally, Sajan. Ooh, Sajan, you are taking a beating. In fact, you're about to get wrecked. So I'm gonna have to spend a blessing on this to improve his odds of making it. No. Alright, he's gonna have 2 cards left in his deck here pretty shortly. Okay. Sione's up. She's got to explore. Alright, dexterity could have been worse. Do you have a blessing for me? Thank you very much. 90% is all we can do, so it's all that's going to happen. Barely made it. Oh my god. Please be a useful card. It's a sling. Well, it could be useful against a monster, I guess. Oh, there are no blessings left in the entire party. And she's just going to lose that sling, I guess. Alright, so everything got shuffled here. Luckily, she didn't have any other cards to lose. And it's all getting in there. So I have 7 turns left, 6 to get their 8 cards. It's a bit scary because I don't know how I'm going to find the time to do extra explorations. It's a good weapon. Definitely not getting picked up, though. We'll just have to see. He's got a couple of blessings. Now, what I'm going to do here is, we'll take a peek, I suppose. Poison Trap. That's going to require blessings for her to defeat it. But I can't afford to just sit in here and do nothing. I'm going to give a wooden shield to Sajan, just to give him a card, basically. That's all I'm doing there, is just giving him some cards. I should start doing that now, is passing off cards to characters that are getting low on health, so that they don't die. Sione's actually one of the ones who's dying. She only has 2 cards left in her deck as well. Alright, I have to either succeed at a Charisma or Diplomacy 6 or banish an item. That could be relevant. I'm gonna have to take a look at my deck. I do have a bunch of blessings in here. It's time to start getting a little bit desperate. I don't want a longbow +1. And I don't want 2 weapons. I'll take the 2d4 with the reroll over the longsword +1. I'm going to just draw and try to get some more blessings in here. Miri will pass some armor over to Sajan. Brain-sucking book. Okay. It's intelligence, huh? Shoot. Can I even play? I'm gonna have to try this. I mean, let's just play a blessing there and a blessing there. That's all I can do. 68%. It's barely good enough. Okay. Well, Amiri ended up discarding some cards, which is nice. And that thing is totally junk, but there have been some things that required stealth, so this could be a decent one to hold on to. All right, next Pooga's up. Should I cast Augury? I'm gonna cast Augury just to see what we're up against here. Okay. So let's put these in the bottom. Maybe get some safe explorations going here. And I'm gonna give the Sage's Journal, I guess, to Sione, because she's starting to get close to death. So let's spread the health a little bit. This should be a nice card, I hope. Yep, okay. That would actually be really nice to pick up. So I have to find some extra explorers somewhere, because we've got a few more cards left here than we have turns. Banish an item is fine. She's got a couple items to banish. I think I'm just going to explore again, though. This should be a safe exploration. It's not. It's not a safe exploration at all. It's not even remotely a safe exploration. Okay, then. She has armor, so it doesn't really matter what happens, and she actually managed to kill it. Good. Amiri is another one who I don't care about too much. Well, yeah, it's fine. I can discard one of these if I do roll very low and fail. Poog, I guess, is whatever. This is likely to be a failure. Wow, I rolled really well. I beat the odds there to kill that, but I didn't really care about it that much. Ransack, I'm gonna just do this and just take some damage. He's got, wait a minute, he's only got 3 cards left in his deck? How did that happen? Oh god, I shouldn't have been doing that at all. Whoops. Alrighty. Okay, so anyway, that happened, and then I guess we'll play a spell. Okay, that's an easy one. Sage-An ends up being pretty darn weak here. Lem would have been so much better in this scenario because, well, I'll keep that in mind if I do it on Heroic or Legendary, huh? Huh? I'll keep it in mind. Because maybe on Legendary I'm gonna need all the help I can get. And I'm gonna need Lem here, boosting everybody's checks by a D4 to get through some of these really tough henchmen. Okay, so now it's really close. It's down to the absolute wire here. There's 2 turns left. So Ransack goes, then Sione, then Sage-An. Sage-An has an item he can banish. Sione has an item she can banish. The hard part's just going to be getting through these cards. Stealth. Ugh. Well, I think Ransack's really one of the best people for this, honestly, because he's got a pretty good stealth skill. Someone else would be more likely to fail. Alright, Goblin Plate +1 is whatever. And I get an extra Explore, which is significant. Hide or get clubbed. Another stealth. Well, another stealth, another blessing, another hopefully good 85% roll. Okay, yes! Yes, and then everybody has to fight a skeleton. And I think we're gonna be okay. Alright, here we go. Unfortunately, Find Traps is not that useful. Oh, it is. What? Oh, right, it's this on the bottom, not the skeletons. Well, it's a good thing I just got Find Traps for this. That was actually really good. I didn't have any way of beating this other than cheating and using some charms. Okay. So, yeah, we're good to go here. Now I made it to the bottom, and we can close this location. We're going to do banishing a card. So let's banish this thing, because I just hate it. Although, the Goblin trait, I mean, you'd think there would be some Goblins, but no, I just hate that card, so get rid of it. Well, that was laugh-a-minute thrill ride. I have no idea what the hell just happened there, but I guess it is lucky that I managed to get through, and it kind of does fit thematically with the whole Goblin theme. So thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoyed it. Please like and or subscribe if you did. And now we'll do some rejiggery-diggery doing. What do we get here? A skill feat, did it say? All right, we got a skill feat. All right, so we got... God, I really wish it said the name of the character. So Sela, I mean, is combat even the best thing to take? Because there was very little combat in that scenario. But in the absence of knowing what's coming up, let's just go ahead and stick with the traditional plan of everybody just going for their combat skill. In some characters' cases, that helps with other stuff as well. Now, what are you, Sage-An? Right, so that's dexterity, okay. Now, let's take a look. Oh, we get a card as well? Oh, that's pretty cool. Huh, wasn't expecting that. Well, you know what? I'm just gonna take some frickin' blessings, because boy did we run low on those. Maybe Seyon. Oh, this is Poog, the Poogster. Yeah, let's take a blessing. Ranzak, I mean, just take a blessing. And then Sione is the one character I could arguably consider taking a spell with, just because she really needs spells. Sejan definitely wants more blessings anyhow. So yeah, I'll grab just blessings for everybody, because if this ends up being a non-combat focused adventure, then it'll be good to have those blessings. Runzer is 2d4. That is better than a mace and a longsword. And longbow +1 and dagger +1 aren't that good, so I guess I'm taking the longsword back. Who wants a longbow? That would be Ranzak. Does he, though? His strength die is a d4. That actually is so bad that it's bad. Fine, I guess I'll take a dagger +1. But that was pretty bad. Goblin plate. A calendar, okay. Yeah, this actually isn't all that good, because the banishing effect causes you to take damage. Alright, Gale Armor is obviously better than the Rusty Chain. Goblin Commando. Range combat check. Okay, that's not that good. We'll just let that be. Although, Night Watch? Really? Night Watch. You don't even have the perception skill. It's a stupid card. Alright, invisibility I don't think we're going to keep. Although I might be forced to. Sling can go away. Holy Symbol and Sage's Journal. Although who even knows? Maybe they're actually worth keeping. Holy Water? Someone's got to take some Holy Water. No, Holy Water's garbage. Okay, so she's done. She needs to get rid of a weapon. And this... okay, this can be good for Sejan. Yeah, let's try that. And then this is non-combat strength or constitution. This is survival, which is fine for a Miri to have. I'll keep that. Spells. So definitely want to keep these auguries. Better than invisibility. Who else takes augury? Shoot. Either she has to lose a combat card or Poog has to lose one of his combat spells. Neither of which is particularly enticing. But I think it's just better. Poog can fight with weapons, not very well, but well enough. Alright, these are unfortunately both pretty useless. So we'll just take one for the extra explorers, I suppose. Okay, what am I missing here? You need an item. Oh, so you are stuck taking the holy water. Okay, I see how that's gonna be. Very well. And I need to take some stuff. I guess just the blessings. Okay. Alright, so I need to take some blessings from my collection. Is this how it's gonna be? This is how it's gonna be? This is how it's gonna be. Oh, Obsidian! Obsidian, what are you doing to me? Okay, can I get out of here? Can I just back out? Let's go to the main menu. Yeah, let's see what happens to the main menu. The main menu is a hopping place. It's happening. Oh my god. Oh my god, it's making me go. You know what? I'm gonna deal with this shit off camera. If I just can't get through it, then I'm just not gonna play this goblin scenario if I got a progression breaking bug because I got a card feat. Well, thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoyed it. Please like and or subscribe. We'll see you soon.